Well, it's Tuesday. That means it's time for this week's video. Get ready. Well, today I am going to read something. I'm going to go over something that I actually did a video on recently and focus on a few things. Mainly because it doesn't hurt to repeat. And obviously, some people don't quite get the whole importance of this when it comes to the fulfillment of Scripture and prophecy. So, Jesus kind of let us know what fulfillment of prophecy, what a criterion for that would be. And it is in Matthew, and I believe it's chapter 5, chapter 5, starting in verse 17, and it's basically verses 17 and 18, and you got to think about this. So, in verse 17 he starts out saying, "Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill." So, in this he is saying that his purpose, why he was here, was to fulfill the law and the prophets. Okay, now the law and the prophets, as he stated elsewhere, is Scripture. Scripture is Holy Writ. It's what's written. It was the Scriptures that were written before he was even born. He came to fulfill all of those. That is the law and the prophets. Those are the prophecies that he came to fulfill, and the law. Verse 18, he says, "For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled." And we have done videos, and Mike has done many series on what that new heaven and earth, what that passing was. That was actually at the cross, and where Jesus destroyed sin, and we now live in a new heaven and a new earth where righteousness dwells. So, but the key point here for fulfillment is, he says, "One jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled." What's the all he's talking about? He just said it in the verse before. I am not come but to destroy, but to fulfill the law and the prophets. So all of the law and all of the prophets have to be fulfilled before one jot or one tittle of the law passes away. Now, why is this important? First of all, let's go back to the law and the prophets were Scripture. Jesus said they were Scripture. They were Holy Writ. They are the law and the prophets that were written before he was born. Now, Paul said that the law had passed away. And where do we find that? We find that in the New Testament. The New Testament, nothing in the New Testament, nothing in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, all the way through Revelation. None of that is Scripture. Scripture was written before Jesus was born. He came to fulfill Scripture, and to fulfill it means he came to conclude it, end it. No more Scripture needed, no more law, no more prophets. Done. It is finished. So, what we have in the New Testament is a lot of good information that basically just announced that the Messiah that was prophesied in the Old Testament came, and he did what he said he came to do. That's the news. So there's news in the New Testament, but it is in itself not prophecy, it's not law, it's not Scripture. So, what did Paul say? He said that the law passed. The law was taken away when? In 33 AD. By whom? Jesus Christ himself. And it was done away with. The law is no longer in effect. And why is it no longer in effect? Because all was fulfilled. All prophecy was fulfilled, and all of the law was fulfilled. And because they were fulfilled, the law was taken away. Now, Paul was preaching this. He was preaching it for those who think there was a partial fulfillment of the scriptures. That is not possible. Jesus said, not even one jot or tittle can be taken away until all is fulfilled. You cannot have partial fulfillment of the law or the prophets for any part of the law to be taken away. And Paul said it was all taken away. Therefore, all was fulfilled. All prophecy. There was no more prophecy needed to be fulfilled ever again once Jesus completed his work and said it was finished. It's revolutionary. I know. Have a revolutionary week.